Alrighty, let's get it right there. Alright, so first thing we need to know that f of x exists within here, within these two, within what's given. So let's start off with this top one. I'm gonna say f of x equals a squared x minus 6a when x is greater than or equal to 2. So now we're going to plug it in. So we're going to go a squared times 2 minus 6a. We're going to simplify this to 2a squared minus 6a. Alright? The continuity formula, let me see if I'm in the screen still. Yeah. I'm going to write it right here at the top. It is this limit function x approaching from the right, c. F of x equals f of c. So we gotta get these two to look like this. I'm sorry, I'm not super good with the lingo, but I know what I mean. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So now we're gonna go function of x. The function, we're gonna go limit function when x is approaching the point 2 from the left, and that is going to look like this. So that's approaching the point 2, which is 2, from left to right. We're going to do it from right to left. So the limit of approaching is x 2 plus, the plus being approaching from the right side, negative being approaching from the left side. That is so from here to here, we know when approaching from the left side, and x, this doesn't exist because we plug it in, x is less than 2. So any number that's less than 20 is not less than 2, so this one won't work. But this one will, because, well, I'm sorry, this one won't work. But when approaching from the right, in this equation, this one will. So this does exist as a continuity function. It's going to plug in and equal to this. So we can go here and we're going to just implement it. Put the 20, and we're going to go plug this one in from up here. this. We're going to go 20 equals, but first, so that you understand, I'm going to plug this one in, which is the limit, which will be 20 equals 2a squared minus 6a. So now we're going to subtract. So equals 0. So now we can simplify this or change this so we get 2 points. So now we're going to go, who we said? Oh, I'm sorry, man. Simplify this by dividing it by 2. This stays at 0. That's going to equal a squared minus 2 goes in that time 3 times 3a. This is 20. I'm sorry, because I subtracted 20, and that's going to be 2 goes in this 1 times 10 times minus 10. So now, simplify this even more, we get a minus a plus. A minus 5, a plus 2 equals 0. Now we bring this down, we go a minus 5 equals there we go, a minus 5 equals 0. Add that 5 to both sides. And we get a equals 5. We go a plus 2 equals 0. Minus 2 on both sides. We get a equals negative 2. And that is the answer. Hello, my name is Antoine Barfield, and my student ID number is 11850406. It's the first question. I'm sorry, I should have wrote it down, but explain the concept of what continuity of a function at x equals a is in your own words. The best way I can explain it is turn the speed down. The best way I can explain it is so say you have a graph and you have a point where you have 2 lines. All right, so you have 2 lines. One goes like this, the other one may come like this, and then meet. That point right there is what makes that line continuous. So it might go like this, or it might go like this, however it may go. For it to be, what is it called? There's a function or a formula for continuity, which is the limit of a function when the value of a function is approaching, or a limit of a function when when approaching a particular point. So like in our math problem, it was a limit of a function of 2 when, or a limit of a function of x when approaching 2 from the right side, right? So the formula says that the limit of a function when approaching a number equals the function of a number. So that makes them exist, or when they do exist, that means, when they do equal to each other, it does mean they exist. Also, when a function of a number, I gotta do this over. No, stick with it. So when a function of a number when a function of a number exists, that's one condition. When the limit of a function of a number exists, that's another condition. And the last condition is that the function of a number is equal to the limit of a number of a function. So when you have all three of those, then you have continuity. So it's like, so an example of how it would look would be limit, I think the formula is x when approaching c. It's the limit of a function when x is approaching c equals f of c. So that's exactly what it would look like. The best way, a better way I could explain that would be, this is pretty complicated, but I think I just explained it. Like in the math problem, we couldn't use one of the functions, so it was 20 when x is less than 2. It can't exist because 20 is greater than 2 and less, or 20 is going to be greater than any number less than 2. All right, so that was the limit when approaching from the left. All right, but when approaching from the right, which was the other part of the problem, right, we could use that. So that actually did exist because it was x is equal to or greater, is greater than or equal to 2. So 20 is greater than 2, 10 is greater than 2, 2, 3, any number greater than 2. So we could use that. Those two did equal. That's how I was able to get 20 equals, whatever the math problem was. Like 2a squared minus 6a. So I think I explained it the best way I could. If I'm not, please, I appreciate the critique, and I do want to be better, so I appreciate it. Thank you. One last thing I forgot to include was how would this relate to my field of study, which is mechanical engineering. I'm like I said, I'm a diesel mechanic. I already said that, but I deal with continuity all the time. So I'm not 100% sure how the numbers are related, but I'm pretty sure they are. I deal with continuity on the level of I have a wire and I'm getting a code that says there's a shortage in the wire, so I would basically check for continuity or a connection, a full solid connection within the wires. So I would connect one wire, or I will use a multimeter to test the wire. I will put a positive terminal on this side of the wire and a negative terminal on this side of the wire, and I would touch the wires. And if I get an ohm of any sort with low resistance, then that's good. If I get a just a regular wire, I should get like 0.0012. If I get 60 ohms, there's a shortage in that wire. So if I'm a mechanical engineer though, not sure how it relates. I'm sure it does. I haven't taken engineering theory, so not yet. But I would imagine it probably have something to do with that. Like if you're building a component on the truck or building any kind of robotic machinery or anything like that, they're gonna be you're gonna need to know about continuity. I'm pretty sure, just not sure how. But all right.